discussion on Den of Thieves. Just got done our review. So, kicking things off, people know it was a heist movie starring Gerard Butler and we call him Mad Sweeney. Forget his real name. But you'll see him more in the future, though. So it was a heist movie. Now, this is the thing. They did things in this movie that led up to other stuff. I thought that was cool. So like at the beginning of the movie, they stole an armored truck and they made it seem like they were stealing money. They stole an empty truck. So they like, what the fuck they steal an empty truck for? And then they didn't go back to that. You know, I liked it because they didn't keep pushing that in your face.
Right.
And then they had some money. They had already stole some money. And then they had a bunch of money. And then dude was like, hey, let's just quit. And dude was like, nah, we got a lot more to go. I'm like, why they still stealing money? They got a fucking stack of money. You know what I'm saying? But, but the whole thing was the money was all marked. And they had a plan to steal this unmarked money.
Right.
So what you think about that whole heist element of it?
I mean, I like it if for no other reason than it's nice to see some convoluted stuff in a heist movie that makes sense. Because usually what ends up happening is there was no point to any of it, and you just had to trust them that they had to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. I was kind of like tracking every time they made a decision, like when they stole the empty truck.
Yeah.
They went in and stole all that money and then didn't do nothing with it. I'm like, okay, because like I already know that they're gonna be hitting the Federal Reserve, so like I'm starting to build a picture.
Right. And they kept talking about hitting that, and the whole plan was to switch the marked money for the clean money.
Right.
Which I mean. I haven't seen that in no bank heist movie yet. Even if it happened before. What? I thought you were gonna say that you've seen it before.
I haven't.
Right.
Like I had it had never even occurred to me. Like I was aware of how taking money out of circulation worked.
Right.
But like it never occurred to me that someone might just take that you could grab the money. After it had been taken out of the system before it got destroyed.
Right.
It never occurred to me.
But they did. There was the plot in Dead Presidents, though, which is that part where they went after money that was taken out of circulation. That was like that whole thing. But a lot different stuff happened.
But like just the sheer amount of thought that went into it too.
Yeah. That's why I said the whole heist element of the movie boosted it up for me.
Yeah.
Everything else was okay, but the heist element, that's why I gave it a dope.
Yeah. Where they put the lion's share of their effort in this movie.
Yeah.
Was on building that heist.
So we could talk about some stuff with Gerard Butler that I want to say for the spoilers. Where you got O'Shea Jackson, that was your guy on the inside, right? Because he figured out that was the only guy. Now, how did they even find him? I forget why.
Well, see, that's part of what I don't get is, like, I don't know if I had missed something, but like when they get back to the office and they're running down, this crew.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out how they knew who any of them were.
Maybe because when they got the identity of the one who died.
Oh, right.
I guess he was a known associate.
Okay, yeah.
Or something like that. And he just figured, he knows something.
Because he had found everybody but him through tracking that lead.
Right. So, so they got him to flip, right? So this is your guy on the inside. This is the dumbest thing I ever seen. You got a guy on the inside. You can feed him information, or you can just get information from him, and you got eyes and ears in the bad guy's crew, and you go and out him in front of his crew.
Yep.
Why? Was that just to be a douchebag? Which could have got him killed at any second.
The only logical reason I can think of is that he wanted to force their hand. Like he wanted to see what would happen.
But why out your guy? You know what I'm saying?
Well, like not only that, and then after that,
see, and that's one of those moments where you think, oh, he's this leading to somewhere. He's got a master plan,
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Like, and then, like, I'm thinking, this is when you either kick the dude from the crew or y'all disband completely.
No, you talking about
on the criminal side. Like, I can't come up with why he did.
You're
what
right.
he did.
You're right. This is the part where if the fucking cop out that guy, you don't say, oh so you got a wire on, you dirty. Oh well, okay, you good. Like, no, at this point you say,
Like, because even we don't know what you told him.
right.
All we got is your word, and already we can't trust your word because you didn't tell us that he came at you.
Now let me ask you this: is this all part of the plan? Because okay, in this movie they started giving this stuff where, like we told you, they playing cat and mouse. So they start giving you this stuff where he'll find something out, and then they be like, "Good, I wanted him to know that,"
Right.
stuff like that.
Because like even when it comes time to run the job, he's like, let him. He told him, let him know.
Right, let them know it's on this day, but that was all part of their plan.
You know, it's like it even feels like, all right, so I'm gonna say this. This is how he's gonna react. So I need you to tell him exactly the way I say it,
Yeah.
so that he'll react the way we need him to react to make this work.
So, but Gerard Butler, he did that. That makes that piss you off. Then he did stuff like, oh, he gonna find a dude girlfriend and go sleep with his girlfriend. And when he come in the house, Gerard Butler coming out his bathroom half naked, hit the
Like, in
the main villain, the main cop that's supposed to catch this big time bank robber. He come home, and I just got to say it again. He comes home, and the main cop comes out of his bathroom half naked, and his girlfriend laying in the bed like, yeah, I just fucked your girlfriend. Now what?
Like, so first of all, that's extremely fucked up on Gerard Butler. Like that's
What's the point?
Oh, and I think we forgot to say this. His character's name is Big Nick. just in case you didn't know he was a douchebag. He's Big Nick with the slick back hair. But that he stole nuts out of crime scenes.
Yeah.
But then after he leave, old boy go and talk to his girl, and she look at him like, I did what you told me to.
Yeah, I know. That's so they doing this
so
whole.
that's part of his plan.
Right.
But again, why?
Right. It didn't serve no
Like,
purpose.
These two are making all these moves that seem like they're going to build up to this massive plot,
Yeah.
but they mean nothing.
It's. I think this movie is ambitious. I think in some parts it did try too hard, and some things hit and some things did not hit. That was pointless.
Like, this was a movie made of moments,
Right,
Like,
but that was more the point to show Gerard Butler was an asshole.
Yeah.
More the point to show Gerard Butler was a douchebag that we not supposed to like.
Yeah.
And I got you on that, but y'all really drove that point home a little hard. I get it. I don't like this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, because when it comes down to it, like, you're rooting for the bad guys in this.
Oh yeah, that's what they wanted. You rooting for the bad guy all the way, and and you got that, but and then okay, so let's talk about this final heist. So they go in to rob this bank like they've been planning, but that was just a decoy diversion. That was just a diversion, right?
Yeah.
Which they had really a plan to take, it was an armored car plan, and they wanted all the cops which that didn't make sense. I didn't really get why they did that. Is that just to keep them busy?
I think so. Like, because they don't know that, because at this point, the cops don't know that the Federal Reserve is absolutely the target.
Right.
Or at least they don't think they're going to hit it yet.
Yeah.
And so then they find out the people they're looking for are in a bank. They're holed up in the bank specifically. Right. So it's like, okay, they're still there. We can go and get them right now, end all of this.
And they already had the escape route planned or whatever.
Exactly. So they got them looking right while they go left.
Right. And that's why I said that was a good plan. And tell the truth, they shouldn't have got caught.
And that's one of the problems I have with this movie is that at no point do the cops actually get wise to their plan.
Yeah. So but I think that was part of the whole master plan for them to get caught.
Yeah.
And then you kind of so that's why this movie could have stopped with the one heist.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it was a good heist. It was a good end shootout. Stop right there.
Stop right there. There's no more questions, no more answers. That's where the story ends.
And then they try to get cute. They tried to get cute. They tried to go Usual Suspects. People don't know what that is. Usual Suspects was a movie came out in the late 90s where the guy thought they thought the movie was all wrapped up and the cop thought he had the right guy, and then he came and then he realized right as the criminal was walking out his office, wait a minute. He was the crook. He was the one I was looking for the whole time. And he go back and the dude's gone. Yeah. That was the exact moment. They pretty much just copied off Usual Suspects with that. They even went so far as, because on Usual Suspect it was all stuff on the wall that he's noticed.
Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah.
Same way.
The exact same thing.
What we talking about is this is a spoiler. O'Shea Jackson Jr. character was the one behind it all. Donnie. He was the one behind it all. Where it was he's the one that made it look like he was on both sides, and you was worried about him the whole movie. But I had a feeling something like this was gonna happen, because I'm like, he seems too calm. Not just too calm, but in that situation, why would you follow through? Why wouldn't you? You got to pick a side. Right. He didn't pick a side. He just did what they told him to do. He did what they told him to do, and he's like, I didn't tell them nothing. And I'm like, okay, at one point, you got to pick a side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to decide, I'm going to tell them that they trying to flip me. But then he didn't have to tell them, because his dumb ass went out of them himself. So
you just don't grasp the genius.
So the way they did it was O'Shea Jackson Jr. character double-crossed his partners at the end. And you really didn't know exactly what was going on until the very end, after everybody died, and they did the old, which it's kind of getting on my nerve with movies where there's the old. It's kind of like the Saw endings where dun 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 dun, and they go back and show all the shit he did to lead up to that moment.
Because honestly, at this point, once you tip your hand and say it was him the whole time, I don't need to know how he did it.
Oh, they gonna do you.
They gonna
show you all the little.
Because this is
they
my
think
thing.
you like. Oh, how?
Because like part of me was happy that he got away with it, because I could say, "Fuck you, Gerard Butler's character. You ain't shit to Donnie."
Yeah,
but
they could have just had him get out those cuffs and took the money, and that was the end.
And that was the end.
Yeah, they had to do the whole Saw. I planned all this shit.
Right. How he got in the perfect position. Let himself get caught.
Yeah, they got way too cute with that. That was too far. I like the heist. And if they would have stopped with the heist, if they would have just stopped and let the bad guys get away, I was cool with that.
Because not only that, in a weird way, having that kind of Usual Suspects ending delegitimizes everything that has happened in this entire movie. Like, because why did it matter that they had their cat and mouse thing going?
Yeah.
Why does it matter that him being a crooked cop has ruined his relationship with his wife?
Yeah.
Why do I care about any of this when all of this was just a triple blind for Donnie getting all of these people moved in the right way to get him that money?
Well, they showed that the people that was involved was all on this picture with him in part of his soccer team. Was he supposed to be English?
I don't know.
Because it almost sounded like he had a English accent, but I was like, wait a minute.
All the Hawaiian
because he moved
dudes,
he went to like Europe, didn't he, or somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know what to believe on his story anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, they did the old Usual Suspect. I was behind it the whole time. That's when they got too cute, and it just got a little out of hand there.
And then you started chatting up David Beckham in a pub in England.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The diamond
so
exchange.
They basically saying he moved.
He's gonna
to
do
England.
it again.
Yeah. I took the money and moved to England.
But like, again, so that ties back into the whole reason he got Mad Sweeney in on it, he couldn't stop. Like, he was in it for the thrill of the chase.
Yeah,
right?
I think.
So, like, it feels like his character has the same problem. Like, because he got away with, what, $30 million?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
He clean. For the rest of his life, he's clean.
Yeah.
But now he's going to do it again to rob the diamond exchange.
Oh, wait a minute. That's what he said?
Yeah. Like, that's why he was working in that pub, was because it was across the street from the diamond exchange.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Like, if I got away with that, first of all, I would stay my ass away from that.
Well, I mean, it's just a tease. In case this gets big, they can make a part 2.
Like, I'm gonna move my ass out to the boonies in Canada and just live clean.
Yeah. So this kind of like I guess you can. This kind of like in the vein of Takers, but this was a lot better than Takers.
Yeah.
But it's still, it still wasn't a superb movie. But I like what they did. I kind of, like I said, I was feeling the heist aspect of it so much that I gave all the other stuff passes. But the characters was kind of shitty.
As someone who can't help but overthink things, they overthought this movie way too much. Like, they tried just too hard on.
If they would have stopped at the heist, it'd have been a good movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a good movie, but it would have been great.
Right,
that would have
like,
bit that.
Just cut, like I just need, like, when TNT gets this movie, just cut that bit. Just don't show that bit.
Yeah. All right, so we wrapping up the spoiler discussion. Den of Thieves. It was I gave it a dope.
I gave it an eye.
James gave it all right. So all right, we're gonna move on, man. We got a little news.